I have to turn the comments off real quick because it's in the dang way. Bam. Alright, cool. Alright, let me turn the playlist back on since this thing decided to crash really quick. Alright, cool. Escaping the Shadow Realm. Oh, it turns off the user count now, too. Bam. Hello, Mark. Hello, G Real Deal. Boop. Get to wave at people now. Alright, now where is Stacy and Sean? Hey, nerd. Alright, bam. Alright, and we're connecting. Love that. Bam. Hey, well, welcome back.
I'm enjoying some sun.
Yeah, you are.
I see that. That's good for you.
It's
We have sun out here too.
beautiful here.
Oh, we had sun. It's
Oh.
overcast now. But welcome back, Kimmy. Yeah, we have overcast now, but I'm gonna go out and enjoy some weather at some point. But this is important. But yeah. And thank y'all so much for sticking with me. I appreciate y'all because TikTok is really giving me the business over here. But usually, I get out of the shadow realm after one or two resets. I've only caught it rough like a few times where even resetting to get back into the algorithm roulette didn't work. Hey Punk Medusa, what's up? Hey Bear! Oh my god, y'all, it's the bear. We love the bear. Thank you, Bear. How you doing, Bear? Hello, Jake. Got my Jeep back. It's mostly fixed for now. Awesome. That's good news. I know that's how that's framed. That's probably not the best situation, but that's good news. Y'all please do share the live so we can get more people in here. I'm doing all right. Having a little chest pain, but nothing my good friend antihistamines can't fix. But Bear, have you? Hey, Hammer and Sickle, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Um, have you heard of the Affordable Connectivity Program? I gotta tilt my head back a little bit, y'all. And they said like don't like tilt your head back like extreme or anything, and I was like, I'm neurodivergent. And I will tilt my head as I please. I have not. Oh, that's fine. Um, why Biden hasn't really, bro? You're doing digital blackface. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Anyway, um, fix the gear shit. Ugh, yikes. Hello, Hogman. Hello, Giants fan. But yeah, so the Affordable Connectivity Program is a Bear, are you in the United States? You don't have to tell me exactly where you are. It's like, are you in the United States? Okay, Georgia, cool. So the Affordable Connectivity Program is a government subsidized program for phone service and internet. Some people use it for to get a lower cost of internet for home internet access for their computers, and some people have it for their phone service. Um, it's the it makes the internet for your home service more affordable, or you can get free or low cost phone and internet service. Mine is free. But some people, if they need more, if they need a better phone or something, they like pay for their own phone or whatever. Um, 22 million American households need this program, and it is the Republicans holding up funding for this program because Joe Biden or whoever like does Joe Biden stuff has already like reintroduced a budget for the program for at least the next year, and the Republicans are refusing to vote on the budget. That's the problem. Hey, Black Gnostic. Hey, OJ. Oh, Communist. Hey, Communist. Hey, Austin and Love. How you doing, Black Gnostics? Hello, Dark. D-Max. Um, yeah, so please do look into the Affordable Connectivity Program, and I have a petition linked in my bio. But I also just suggest reaching out to as many Republican House of Representatives or Congress people as possible because it's not the Democrats holding up the budget, it's the Republicans. So I say we just go after the problem. Um, I have no clue why internet service isn't seen as a commodity at this point, like water and electric. Exactly. Exactly.
I just want to point out that Jasmine Sherman wants to decommodify all of our basic needs, and internet is one of those. And residential internet will be provided under their administration for everyone, including an infrastructure like overhaul for the entire country, because there are areas that do not have any high-speed internet, and that's a problem.
And the quality of the internet in the United States, our internet isn't bad, but it's not as good as the money that we're paying for it. So the internet needs to be free or cheap anyway. Hello, Simple Spice.
What is
Obama made.
what I what?
Well, actually, it was George Bush. I think it was George Bush that made the internet a utility, unless Obama added that in later. Go ahead, Stacey.
Oh, Ponchi said that's wrong because Democrats want to push net neutrality like they have in Europe. So I was talking about the cost specifically, that it should just be provided to us. It's a basic need. It's just the same as housing and food and water, electricity, gas at this point. Like it's all the same. We have to have it to do
Yeah,
basic
it's a part of our
stuff.
infrastructure now.
Yep.
But what Ponchi's talking about net neutrality, and net neutrality has nothing to do with the Affordable Connectivity Program. Like, and they already like the FCC uh brought back like reinstated internet neutrality like a few weeks ago now, which great. Shouldn't have been taken away in the first place. But like great. All right, cool. Exactly. Paying $100 a month for something that I'm required to have so my son can do schoolwork is absurd. Exactly.
Can we also,
Exactly.
can we also talk about how in 2020 they changed the tax laws? So you couldn't, for your 2021 taxes, when you did your taxes in 2021, you couldn't write off your home internet if you worked from home in 2020. So like I work from home, you would think that I would be able to write off my internet expense because it's required that I have it, right? And my employer doesn't provide anything, but then you can't write it off on your taxes. Like our tax loopholes and barriers are connected.
Oh, Stacey, are you okay with Ponchi coming up?
Sure, I don't care. I don't know who that is. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, bro. Mind your manners.
No, absolutely. I happen to know a lot about the the internet stuff of like what goes on. I used to work for different fiber optic companies, and honestly, the bottom line of it all is that like net neutrality also was where they want you to pay per website that you visit as like a cable package. Like if you want to be able to access like Yahoo, Facebook, or whatever, it's different tiered internet packages that you have to pay for. Like that's what they have in Europe, and that's what they're trying to push here and sneak into different bills so that they can authorize that. At the same time, too, they can say that they want to redo our infrastructure for internet, but
Mhm.
the internet companies right now being Spectrum and who's the other one? The other big one, they own all the phone lines that go across the U.S. And the only way to run new cable and get fiber, like what like Japan, China, and other European countries have, because every other country in the world except us has like 5 times the internet speed. And
Yeah, that's
and
that's what I said earlier. Our internet isn't the internet in the United States isn't bad, but it is definitely overpriced for what we're getting.
correct. And we have the technology now to change that and to do that. And Google was actually the first one to try to do that with Google Fiber, but that got shut down where they were running into cities, literally retrofitting cities with fiber for free. Time Warner sued them because they were running the cables on the telephone lines, because then they don't have to dig up the ground and run it underground, and literally shut down the advancement of the technology because they want to be stuck. They want us to be stuck with, the two main companies that have a monopoly basically over the internet in the US and don't want the infrastructure to change.
Yeah.
So
And so I don't know where in Europe they have this, but I know New Zealand does that where you pay like different internet tier packages. And but like doesn't New Zealand also have better internet infrastructure?
Correct. Pretty much everywhere
My
except
friend, you sound very far away and muffled. Are you driving?
no, I'm in my car, but I'm parked.
Okay.
No, yeah, they pretty much every country has better internet.
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
can I
basically.
point something out? Like I put in the comments, like they want to a la carte it. Like I'm aware of that, but since they can't do it from the top, now look at like Netflix. They're a la carting their stuff. Like these companies are just gonna a la carte us to death.
I mean,
Like
if we let them, right? I mean, but it's only those companies, right? Because like one, pirating is coming back, and
right,
ooh, excuse me, and two, like they're like it's just. I mean, that's another thing that we can run into of like, well, if you start like making us pay for different tiers when we all like when we're all supposed to have like the same system, like one, you need to upgrade all of our internet, and two, we can argue like the whole freedom of speech thing like
right.
freedom, and it's like, and it also depends on the motives behind the a la carte, right? Because like New Zealand has just had it for a long time, and I don't know like how or why they did that. Hey, Empress Mo.
I,
Um, but if we do it, then it's definitely some shit our government is like trying to silence us because they've already admitted that they're trying to silence us by taking away TikTok because of the influx of Palestinian content on here. Thank you, Springs. How you doing, Mo? I want to address the comments real quick. Hey, Hammer and Sickle. I also saw some other people come in. Hey, comrades. So when people who are paying to subsidize your assistance say they're done paying for it, nobody said that. As if you know how to, oh, thank you for coming up, Ponchi. If you know how to read, you will see that the Democrats have already like proposed a new budget, and like the person like working with Joe Biden has already said, "Hey, we got the new budget ready to go." And it's the Republicans who are like refusing to vote on it. So it's not even a matter of other citizens saying that they don't want the Affordable Connectivity Program anymore. And it's not even a matter of a lot of the government officials saying they don't want the Affordable Connectivity Program anymore. It's just the Republicans refusing to vote on it. So you don't even You don't even really know what you're talking about, honestly. I have contacted my congressman in the state of New Jersey in regards to in relation to Affordable Connectivity. Thank you for doing that, Don. Welcome back, Springs. It's classes to be honest, to honestly to have tiered service like that. Poor people can't afford that kind. Yeah, in New Zealand, don't they also have universal basic income and universal health care in New Zealand? It's like we can talk about how bad tiered internet service is, but like New Zealand is doing better than us in its social services. And like I don't know how much these tiered internets cost. That's the thing. So if you get the premium package and you get all the shit you want, is that like $15? Like I don't know that. Like because if we're talking about you get all the services that you want and the shit ends up being like the same as internet here by, exchange rate, then it still doesn't matter. Like, I honestly don't mind a la carte internet, but a la carte internet is gonna have to come with some serious infrastructure changes, including things like UBI to make sure people can pay for whatever they want access to. Exactly. Well, we're going on. Go ahead.
We can also nationalize companies. Like if companies have done enough bad things, like the government can literally nationalize them and take it over, and they still provide the same service. The bill just goes to the government. We did it with Amtrak. Like we can do it with one of these huge internet companies, and the government can just foot the bill, and then everybody has access to internet. We could do it to Amazon. Like we could do it to to Whole Foods. Like Amazon and Whole Foods are together, right? So we could nationalize Amazon and then just require them to provide food to all of the residents in the entire nation because they already have the facilities and the delivery drivers, and we already have that.
That's absolutely right. Like, there's no reason. The only reason why we don't have things is because people haven't asked. Like, all right, I don't want to get on a list. But I can say this. The only reason why we don't have things is because we as citizens aren't holding our government officials accountable. And it's kind of like with the way security culture is, we we feel like we don't have access to that and the only thing that we can do is vote, but nah. We have more at our disposal than voting. Now, the legality of shit, that's where the part comes into question. But like, if we need to do Boston Tea Party Part 2, let's just do Boston Tea Party Part 2. They still pay for healthcare in those places. It comes from the taxes they pay, right? Yeah. In other countries, the taxes that they pay actually goes to where the fuck it's supposed to go to.
We're essentially already paying for universal health care, universal basic income, and guaranteed housing. It's just for other countries. The money that they take from us, we write a check, give it to another country, and they provide all of these things for their people.
Right.
So we could literally just require our government to reallocate our current taxes, and then everybody's basic needs could be met here in the United States.
Exactly. Hey, communist. Hello, Arthur. Welcome. Um, that's why we need Jasmine Sherman as president. Yeah, for real. Oh, thank you for the follow. But it all comes down to like people talk about how people when you talk about communism. Speaking of communism, people talk about how people are like inherently greedy and shit, and it's like, let's say that people are, hey Andrew, thank you for the likes. Let's say that people are inherently greedy, or let's say that some people are inherently greedy, because we know it's not all of them. It's not the people that are inherently greedy that's the problem. It's the people that don't do anything to stop those people from making decisions that's the fucking problem. Hey, sweet. Um, but yeah, oh, by the way, the guest box is open. If anybody has anything to say about, I mean, this conversation goes into a lot of things. Like, hey Tony, like infrastructure. We've talked about infrastructure. We've talked about a la carte internet. And all of these things do still add up to how they affect people. Hey Mayhem. How you doing? Welcome to the live. So yeah, and like with 22 million American households on the Affordable Connectivity Program, you know somebody on this program, whether you know it or not. You know somebody that uses the Affordable Connectivity Program, and you should want those people to continue to have access, even if you don't fucking like them. Like, you don't get to say, well, you don't get to have rights or access to your basic needs just because I don't fucking like you. Okay, but also who said we are inherently greedy? People who argue against communism say that communism and socialism won't work because people are inherently greedy. That's who. Not me, because people aren't inherently greedy. They aren't. It can You can have specific personality traits that or like have a certain kind of upbringing that can make you fearful of scarcity, which might otherwise translate into greed. But no, people are inherently greedy. It's just they don't have a logical argument against communism and socialism, especially with the way things are now. So their go-to is people are inherently greedy, therefore it won't work. And it's just like, man, shut the fuck up. Oh, bye, Stacy. Hello, Nicole. Oh, boop. Welcome back.
I'm about to say.
I know, right? I was like, what?
I was getting a picture and my phone just like glitched out completely of TikTok and took me back to the home screen.
Oh, okay. Hey,
Weird.
Sassy. Hey, Ari. Hello, Ella. Oh, competition keeps prices lower and infrastructure maintained. Hey, you should do stand up. That's a good joke. Anyway. Oh, we're gonna make Stacy bigger.
For anybody that has questions about what I'm talking about or how this could be accomplished, if you click my link tree and go to Jasmine Sherman's website, you can see the policy that is public utility conversion. I wrote this policy, so if you have questions, let's talk about it. But there is a way for us to do this and provide all of your utilities to you at no cost, and the government foots the bill with reallocating the current tax budget. We could afford this today. If they wanted to, they could. So
Yeah, that's another thing you gotta get through to people. Like, your taxes won't go up. We're gonna use the money that we already have. Like, so you don't have to worry about your taxes going up. Well, if Soviet Russia was any example, communism doesn't work. Actually, communism fell apart in Soviet Russia because people became greedy. Because they didn't want, what was it? The farmers didn't want to cooperate, so like they just let people starve and shit. So it was people that made it not work. And there's also just a whole bunch of stuff going on in the background that people that talk about this topic literally all the fucking time can explain to you a lot better than I can, because I don't really do theory, I do praxis. But what I can tell you as a fucking homeless person surrounded by other homeless people and people who are about to lose their housing, they're housing insecure, capitalism not working and we need to do something else. And either we're going to go to communism or we're going to go to like full blown fascism. Those are our only two options. And like the United States of America is definitely going towards fucking fascism.
can we?
So different options for internet is bad. Different options. So tier based a la carte internet is not inherently bad, because really what people are going to be looking at as a problem with that is going to be the cost of these different tiers or these different packages or whatever. But if these packages add up to the same amount of internet that we're paying for now, then it's not a problem because you buy all the packages and you still get all the internet. But if these things end up adding up to be more than what we're paying for now, and we have the same like out of date internet and the same no health care and the same no UBI, then that's a problem. Go ahead, Stacey.
I just wanted to point out that we don't have any country that runs under communism.
Yeah.
That we don't have any. So this comparison game, like everyone is capitalistic. Everyone. We would have to go back prior to colonization to get anything prior to capitalism. Like we don't have anything to compare it to right now. I don't understand why people
Yeah,
always.
we don't have any modern day examples to compare it to. It's like we have the pre-colonial civilizations to compare it to. But I mean that ship has since sailed, pun intended, like a few hundreds years ago now. Hey Paul, hey Art. But yeah, so like there's honestly nothing wrong with a la carte internet um at base. What's wrong is if we did a la carte internet right now, a lot of people would be devastated by that shit and it wouldn't even be good because the quality of our internet is so outdated because we don't even have everybody on fiber yet. So that's the problem. It's just like anything else, like we were talking about earlier with the robot dogs and the drones and stuff. All these things are tools. They are not inherently bad. What is bad is the system that is trying to prop these things up. The like drones and robot dogs being used for war is not a world that we have to live in. Like, and it's up to us to like take down these people who are responsible for our material conditions, and that's just it. Hello, welcome Ronnie. How you doing, Art? Hello, Reese. Thank you for the likes. Thank y'all so much for 6.5k likes already. Let's get to 10k likes. And thank y'all so much for 12 shares. Let's get to 30 shares. If you don't share individually, please share in groups of less than 5 at a time to get that number up. Hello, Mafia. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. You tried to come for me. What happened? What y'all doing? You desperately trying to follow your credentials and validate what I said. What?
You know,
I
you did
was
have a great point.
What? Go ahead, Sean.
You did have a great point. The perfect idea fails within capitalism.
Right.
Every single thing. You have a complete solution for the cure for cancer, fails under capitalism.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Sorry, I was just this person was like being very nasty towards you in like a very like microaggressive way. Communism and democratic socialism are not the same thing. It costs nothing. But time to educate yourself, like in a very like microaggressive, like sort of white liberal way. And I said, stop being so pretentious. You've never read any theory. You couldn't define communism, let alone debate it. And then they just like did the very like white liberal thing of like, actually, I was the state debate champ, but go off, I guess, not actually addressing anything that was said. So much for a debate champ. And then I just, I kept going, just saying, you desperately trying to flaunt your credentials doesn't invalidate what I just said. You can't define communism and you've never read any theory, which is true. These people often come in here and, like a lot of white people do this, but they microaggress and they try to invalidate and try to insult the intelligence of black people and try to insult like our lived experiences and how much we know. This person is one such example of that. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm just trying to hold them to account. And these people are like incredibly nefarious, right? So they never actually engage with anything being said because they know if they did try to engage, they would be incredibly embarrassed and they would look like very, very ignorant. So, so yeah. Yes, you were being ugly. You literally were like, time to educate yourself to someone who is far more learned on this subject than you. You were being pretentious. I literally exactly explained your behavior. Stop trying to gaslight us. You were being pretentious. You can go Google that word if you'd like, but that's what you were doing. Dude, are you having a
So,
meltdown? Instead of ignoring what I'm saying, go Google the word pretentious. I'm sorry, the blue pill, go ahead.
no, you're good. I like see I lost track of the chat, so I didn't realize that person was talking to me. So thank you for catching that. But nobody was talking about democratic socialism. Like what? Like we don't live under a social democracy either. Like, are you talking about New Zealand? Like, I don't know if New Zealand has a social democracy. Um,
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry that I made it so contentious. This person was just like, engaging in a microaggression, and I just wanted to point it out. Like, do not insult the intelligence of people. Like, we are far more equipped and understand communism and social and democratic socialism a lot more than the average person. We literally do this. Like, we read theory, and if we don't read theory, we ingest theory, and we talk to other communists and other leftists who have read theory. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, thank you.
well, Davis did apologize. They apologize for like their word usage, I suppose. I apologize. That
Okay.
is how it came out.
All right. Well. All right. Well, if,
Oh.
as long as you accept their apology, I guess, because they were targeting you with that.
Yeah,
With
like
that
I'm
comment
not
about Haiti.
to,
So,
but I froze. Hang on, y'all.
oh snap.
While Helios is frozen, first of all, do all of the things to engage in this live and boost the live to.
No, it didn't. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. I was hoping that it didn't kick y'all, because last time it froze on me like that, it kicked my guess, and I think one of my guests was Jasmine, so I was like, God damn it.
Oh, that's
But yeah, so TikTok keeps freezing on me, and every time it freezes, I lose traction in the algorithm because I have to restart. It's controversial, right? But this is why I'm going over to Instagram starting in June, because TikTok keeps crashing and booting me out of the algorithm. So I'll still be here a little bit, but I'm going to be on Instagram on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Central, because like I got to give another platform a shot, because like TikTok keeps fucking crashing on me. So it's not that I don't love y'all, it's not that I want to see y'all, but like this shit's just not working when I and it doesn't crash and freeze like this when I'm guesting. It does it when I'm hosting.
yeah, that sucks. I do not understand why they do that. For some reason, I haven't had nearly that many problems. I have a Samsung. I don't know if that helps.
I have a Samsung too. I have the S20.
Oh, I have the exact same phone. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Then we have the exact same phone.
Bruh. TikTok does not. Okay, I guess this doesn't like me then, because that's messed up. Because I keep mine updated too. So like I don't know what's going on.
Is your storage almost full? Like, is it
No.
a processor issue?
No.
Uh, One thing that I want to clarify, whenever I'm talking about like we could do this instead, or we could just figure out what the root of the issue is and fix it from there instead of giving all of these crumbs and like little half-ass fixes along the way. I am speaking from a point of Jasmine Sherman's policies being put into effect. And so we have to like think outside of our current system, and these labels, communism, socialism, democratic social, none of that matters, because Jasmine's policies are not anti-capitalism. They are just decommodifying your basic needs, putting people over the profit that would be earned for these corporations and shareholders and CEOs and landlords and bullshit to make other people rich. So these labels don't even necessarily apply in these conversations. I just wanted to clarify that. I think we get too far in the weeds over labels and theory when we could just fix the problems from the source, and then slowly we're going to unalive capitalism like as we go. But everybody's basic needs have to be met first before we can even talk about anything way down the road.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I agree with that. Because like really getting into all that stuff really does take away from the point of what's happening. Like,
Like,
hang
mm,
on. So,
yeah.
yeah, hello. How you doing? Yeah, so y'all please do gift Yaya. This person is I don't want to use the term Middle Eastern. I heard that's like that's a colonialist term. Um this person is in the northern part of Asia or something. I don't know I forgot what the new term is. What did you say, Springs?
The Levant.
The Levant. Thank you. This person is in the Levant. So please do gift this person. And by the Levant, I mean Palestine, Syria, Iran, all that stuff. And if y'all haven't heard, Iran did lose their president in a helicopter crash recently. So they're going to be going through it, especially with how they recently retaliated against is not real. So y'all, wherever this person is from, y'all please do give them some coins, and let's see. Like today is Monday. Um, let's see if we can get them to 500 today. I do acknowledge that today is Monday. But we're gonna keep the goal going to see if we can get our friend here to 500. I don't know what that means in our friend's currency. but hopefully we can get them where they need to be.
May I address Dinah Davis and just make a clarification and apology?
Okay.
Dinah, I see what you're saying now. I'd like to clarify and apologize, but I still stand by what I said. The some like the if you were targeting blue pill, which you've clarified that you weren't, so I apologize for the like contentious nature in which I called you out. But the sort of passion that I felt and the anger was not misplaced. A lot of times, white people do insult the intelligence and invalidate the experiences of black people. That is how I read it at the time. That's how it came across. Since it wasn't targeted at anyone, it looks like you were just talking to the host. Typically, if you're targeting someone, you at them and then reply to them that way. So to me and to most other people, it just seemed like you were targeting the host. So my apologies, and I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay. They said it's Diane.
Diane.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? We're all adults here. We love to see it. People have apologized for their misunderstandings, and that is what matters. Hell yeah, Mel, that's what's up. Thank you. The goal is 500 for our friend Yaya here, and we're already at 100. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Diane, and thank you, Mel. And thank you to anybody else in case I didn't see you. Hello, Jade. Ha, I love that. I love how creative people are with their names here. I'm just learning how to @ people. I've only been in 4 lives total. I do apologize. Right on. Okay. The ever helpful Stacy, y'all. Thank you so much, Stacy. But yeah, we're gonna get Yaya to 500. Thank you to everybody who's contributed so far to get to 101. Welcome as diff. Hello Linda. Welcome. Mel, I didn't see you come in. Thank you for coming in, by the way. Right on, Mel. That's what's up. We are going to get Yaya to 500, and in the meantime, we are going to continue to discuss the Affordable Connectivity Program and the infrastructure around the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's what we've been talking about. Thank you so much, Mel. We're going to need water for all these roses. Thank you. Hello, it's the person who was in here last time. I'm not going to try to butcher your name again. Yeah, assalamu alaikum. But yeah. So for those of you who are just now coming in, I'll recap for you. This is the purpose of this live is to encourage people to contact Republican Congresspeople and Republican representatives, because Joe Biden and like whoever works with Joe Biden, they've already proposed a new budget for the Affordable Connectivity Program, and the Democrats are ready to vote on the new budget, and the Republicans are refusing to vote. So we need to like harass and pressure the Republicans to go forward with voting on the on the budget for the Affordable Connectivity Program so it can continue on through May. A lot of the internet services that were doing the Affordable Connectivity Program have already cut people off, and the phone companies are still hanging on by a thread. I personally am on Assurance Wireless, and Assurance Wireless told us that they would keep us going until August and then figure out whatever the next steps are from there. If they want to keep their program going, they're probably going to do their own company-funded subsidized phone service to keep us on phone service. That would be the next best thing. But we should just have the Affordable Connectivity Program because you need phone and internet to live in 2024. It's just like food stamps. It's just like Section 8. It's just like these subsidy programs for people to be able to pay their utilities. If you need it to live, you should just have it. And some people will argue if the Affordable Connectivity Programs go away, we still have the Lifeline service. And I did become familiar with Lifeline. Lifeline is harder to sign up for, and it has less service providers on it. So it's not as dynamic as the Affordable Connectivity Program. You have way less options. I don't even know if you can choose your service with the Life Force program. So the Affordable Connectivity Program needs to continue because it's the easiest access. It has more companies that are on it, and it's just become the superior program. I think the Lifeline service also covers phone and internet. It's just it's not through as many providers, which for phone that might be less of a problem, but for internet that's a huge problem because internet goes by location. So we need to preserve the Affordable Connectivity Program. Please do pressure your Republican House of Representatives and Congress people to vote for the budget for the Affordable Connectivity Program. Hey, Lemony, I'm gonna let somebody else talk. Stacey, if you have something to say, please go ahead.
I don't.
Okay.
Sean or Springs, go ahead.
I just want to shout out your dedication to this cause. It's incredibly admirable. And many
Thank you.
people lost. No,
I hope
unironically, a
something
lot of
comes
people
of
have
it.
lost
Oh, what's up?
faith in like. Oh, sorry.
No, Naya unmuted real quick. Naya, I'm sorry, Yaya unmuted real quick. I don't know, but but then muted back up. So you can go ahead, Springs.
Yeah, I was just saying like a lot of people have lost. Or I don't think. Actually, I don't want to make blanket statements like this, but in my opinion, I think a lot of people have lost any sort of faith in participation in government. I know I've lost a lot of faith in electoralism, but there is still a lot of power in doing these types of calls to action, and you can get results from doing this. And that's coming from someone who has lost their faith in like participating in like American government. These types of actions do still help and do still make a difference. So I just wanted to champion you for a little bit because this is very admirable, and it's literally why I followed you. Our life experiences have been extremely similar. We're without revealing too much personal information, we're kind of in a similar situation. So I just admire what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Alexis, you can come up. This panel is for people who are affected by the Affordable Connectivity Program. Whether you work there or you're on the program or you have anything to say about the internet and phone infrastructure or anything, it's no pressure to come up. I just want to let you know that you are welcome to come up. We're going to continue to see if we can get Yaya to 500. This is how I do my mutual aid. I'm broke, so I just ask other people to give other people money. Um, and And yeah, I know there's a lot of controversy because TikTok does take 60% of the gifts on top of whatever the exchange rate is, but something is definitely better than nothing. We all have to survive under capitalism. So please, if you only have roses, please do give roses. I'm not able to come up right now. Sorry, maybe next time. Okay, I'm going to announce the next call to action after this. The money for the Affordable Connectivity Program is running out this month, but I'm going to keep doing this until the money gets back into the program because it's one of those things where if it runs out of money, it doesn't go away and they have to totally redo it. All they have to do is put money back into it. Like they still have the infrastructure for it and they still have the bill or whatever we call it. Um, and even after it runs out of money, if you put money back into it, it just keeps going. So, hey, 300, thank you so much. We got our guy to 350. The goal is 500, so we are halfway there, y'all. Thank you so much. We're more than halfway there. Oh, Garland on it. That's cute. Okay, even though that was tiny until he moved his hands, that was really cute. Uh, the tiny garland was super cute.
I didn't even realize it was supposed to be that big. I thought it was like a ring.
Nah, like what happened was the hands glitched him out. But then when the person moved the hands, it went to the size it's supposed to be because it's supposed to be like a ring around your thing.
It is
So,
cute.
but having it like a little tiny crown like right on the top of your head is adorable. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, but yeah. So like we discussed earlier, Sean and Stacy and I discussed earlier, the infrastructure for internet in America fucking sucks. We don't have fiber everywhere, which like most countries that are developed that have internet, they got fiber everywhere already. Um, so like we our internet, but like, at the same time, I do acknowledge that the quality of the internet in the United States in North America, in the United States, is not that bad. It's just not worth how much we're paying for it. But the quality of our internet isn't that bad. Um, welcome Franklin. Welcome back, Jihadist John. But in the meantime, we need people to get on what we have. So we need to continue the Affordable Connectivity Program. And the guest box is open for anybody affected by infrastructure or the Affordable Connectivity Program. I'm on the Affordable Connectivity Program. Once I had it for internet, and my internet was $10. And now I have it for phone. Hello, friend. Um, and now I have it for phone. I am on Assurance Wireless, which started by Virgin Mobile, but then Virgin Mobile became a cruise line. So we're on T-Mobile now. And I'm going to keep doing this. So this is not the last one, even though all the money was projected to run out this month. I'm going to look at dates for June. I will be traveling in June and July and probably August, but I will continue to do this. Even if I can't go live, I am going to continue to like post about it. Hello, Idaho. Idaho Tulsa girl, like that. Yes, 10K. Woo. We're going to get what about 10K? I'm sorry. I immediately jumped to something else. But yeah, we're gonna get Yaya to 500, and we're already at 354. Thank y'all so much. 10K likes. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank y'all so much for 10K likes, and thank you so much for 20 shares. Let's get to 15K likes and 30 shares. Please do share in groups less than 5 if you share more than one at a time, and hopefully we can get Yaya some more gifts. Please do, even if you have roses, like, roses is the default, but like if you can send a TikTok, if you can send a corn, whatever is a penny, please do send that. Did they retract the phone and internet service? I don't know what bill is called. It's the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's literally the name of it. And they didn't retract it. They haven't put more money into it. That's the issue. And the Democrats have done their side of like, all right, it's time for us to vote on, what we're going to do about the Affordable Connectivity Program. It's time to renew the budget. And it's the Republicans that are holding up the process. So this is a push to contact the Republican Congresspeople and House of Representatives to tell them to continue funding to the Affordable Connectivity Program because the Democrats are already ready to go. How you doing, friend? The friend of the people. Hello. Welcome to my live.
What's up, friend of the people?
Yeah. We're gonna give it a few more minutes to try to get Yaya to 500. We are at 354 right now. Please do gift anything that you can to Yaya. Hello, Kevin the Tarot. Nice. But yeah, Springs, are you on the Affordable Connectivity Program? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Hey, Slay. Or maybe you're busy right now. Sometimes I forget. Okay. I don't know what you said, but all right. Hello, Adul. And hello to the person before Adul that I missed. Hello, Baker number 1. Hello, Age. Welcome back, Age. Hello, Phoenix baby. Hello, her whack ass, like that. Abdul said something in the chat. Right on. But yeah, I'm gonna give Yaya a few more minutes, and then let Yaya move on to another live. But where the goal for Yaya is 500, and Yaya is at 354. So please do gift whatever you can. Age, how are you doing? Also, Free Palestine. We are talking about the Affordable Connectivity Program. We're also talking about infrastructure, anything that has to do with phone and internet, basically. If you want to talk about that, and everything is connected. So if you want to talk about that, feel free to talk about it. Hello, Dedicated. Hello, RN with the sunflower. Hello to the people that came in before that I missed. Welcome back, Dedicated. Welcome back, Aged. Or you have two profiles. But yeah, I've also been on. I was on live 30 minutes before this, and now it's about to be an hour, so I'm gonna be on for a few more minutes. If anybody else wants to talk, that'd be great. I'm pretty sure they didn't build enough towers in around my city now that the college kids have left. Okay, go ahead, Springs.
I was just saying, I'm just happy to be up here.
Probably that
Right on.
actually is the case. The way it works is whenever they put out new towers, there are a allotted number in the area as they progress forward and forward, getting the service out. And whenever an address qualifies or is removed, those numbers happen pretty much simultaneously. So somebody will move and the service will drop, and that'll free up space, and then someone else will be able to get qualified, and that's just how it runs until they decide to move it onto a complete service area. It's weird.
Hello,
Hello.
Baker.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I got in the mail the other day that they were going to discontinue the affordable connectivity program. So what are we supposed to do now that they're discontinuing it?
So did you get that from your internet provider, or are you talking about your
Yes.
phone service? Okay, your internet
Internet.
provider. So so the company that you were with discontinued it because you know why, they're running out of funding. So it's up to us to harass the politicians for them to put funding back into it, because that's all it's a matter of, and it's the Republicans holding it up once again. So like, just harass all the Republicans until they put money back into it.
Okay.
And
Thank
Baker,
you.
this host has made it really easy for you. If you go to their profile, they have a link tree and there's a petition. And if you click it, you put your address in or your state, and it automatically pre-fills emails to all of your represented officials.
Okay,
Yeah.
Stacy, I'm sort of new to this. So I go to Blue Pill's page
Yep.
and then click on what?
You'll see a link. It should be like blue underneath like the amount of followers that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Or he has. And then when you click on that, it'll say sign the petition.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. If you okay. I was gonna say, if you want to stick around, you're free to talk about how this affects you.
Okay.
Hello, Neuronauts. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, okay, thank you.
For sure.
So Baker, if you want to follow me, and if you aren't able to get it figured out once you're done out of this live and you try to do it, just DM me and I'll try to walk you through it and help you out, okay?
Okay, I'm trying to follow you now.
Okay.
Let's see. How do this?
All right, yeah, we're gonna give Yaya a few more minutes. Any and all gifts help, but other than that, we are gonna let Yaya move on to the next live. Hey Mystic, but the goal is to get Yaya to 500, and Yaya is at 356. So if anybody has anything that they can give, even if it's like a rose or a lightning bolt or anything that costs a penny, that would be extremely helpful. But I totally understand if you don't have anything to give. But we are gonna give Yaya a few more minutes before letting them scroll on to the next live. Hey, 555. Hey, y'all, 555 is your angel numbers. Look it up. I think 555 is Wells. Right on. Well, thank y'all so much. I'm gonna let Yaya scroll on. Y'all do please do put Iran, Palestine, Syria flags in the chat to as support for Yaya. We're gonna let him move on, okay? Right on. All right. Assalamu alaikum, my friend. You take care. All right. We did the thing, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna normally the goal for what I have at the top there is when I thank gifters, but I'm gonna thank the top gifters who gave to Yaya. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Raina, and thank you, King. Thank y'all so much for giving to, and whoever else that I may have missed. Thank y'all so much for contributing to Yaya. And now I'm gonna change the sticker. Yeah, share the live. We're trying to get to 30 shares. So please do share the live. I'm gonna make a sticker for that real quick.
Let's go ahead and spread the truth to the young black youth.
Yeah. Hey, I like that. Spread the truth to the young black youth. Did you make that or did you get it from somewhere?
Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang is for the kids.
Wu-Tang is for the kids. I suggest everybody get on and protect your neck.
Yeah, for real. That's another great one. I love that. I love black people are just I love being black, y'all. Yeah, can't nobody tell me shit. I'm a black person. Anyway.
We love our people. We love our people.
Yeah, for real. And even anti-black people love being black because they love being able to have the clout and notoriety that they gave themselves to be able to talk shit. Even people who don't love being black love being black. Let's be real. Hello to everybody who just came in. Hello, Azra. Hello, somebody whose name starts with a D. Hello, Day. Hello to all you lovely people with your lovely names. Hello, the Creeper. Love that. Hello to everybody who came in. Hello, Arthur, in all caps. Love that.
The reason I've been so quiet is because I've been rocking this playlist, and whatever should still come up, but Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
I love that. I love that.
I love that.
That's it. That's the jam right there. I do know that it is lunchtime season, so I'm not trying to press y'all. I know the views are going down, but we're still gonna stay on for a few more minutes. And thank y'all so much for the gifts to Yaya. Please do share the live. And I also I'm going to save the VOD. I'm gonna upload this VOD to YouTube, and I'm gonna upload the VOD from earlier for the 30-minute live before I reset. Both of these are gonna get uploaded to YouTube, y'all. So go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe, and please do share it with your friends because the VODs do get uploaded. So if you miss the live, you don't have to miss out. Welcome, Pamela. Welcome to the people who came in before Pamela. Thank y'all so much for the likes. So yeah, does anybody have anything they want to say about internet or anything or infrastructure or anything? You don't it can be that more than the Affordable Connectivity Program. Also, y'all, if you like what you see, y'all please follow the lovely panelists. These folks over here, they're fucking great.
Do you mind if I mention Jasmine's policy again and direct people to the website?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So if anybody wants to click on my profile, let me get the picture just a second.
I also want to turn on Showtime. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to put you at the top. There we go. Bam.
That's hilarious too, because I ended up watching Stomp the Yard by accident.
You're gonna get muted until it's not Stacy's turn. Stacy, go ahead.
Sorry, I got a phone call, so it messed me all up. Yeah, so if anybody wants to go to my profile and click on my link tree and then go to Jasmine Sherman's website, or you can just jasminesherman.com, you can look at the public utility conversion. And this policy shows you how we constitutionally plan to nationalize your utilities. So you're not going to have a water bill, a gas bill, electricity bill, or a residential internet bill, in addition to your universal basic income and your guaranteed housing. All of this is linked on the website. Any and all things that I talk about as far as solutions to the problems that we're currently facing, these policies address everything. So please support Jasmine Sherman and Tanda Bluebear in the presidential election in 2024. Let's reset. So that's my plug that I wanted to talk about. So if anybody has questions about this, put them in the chat and I will answer them as they come along. Thank you.
Right on. I can go ahead and give your time, and Sean, you can continue with what you were saying. There you go. Okay, go ahead.
No, just it was hilarious because yeah, when you finished what you were saying about Wu-Tang Clan, nothing to fuck with popped up, but yeah, it was just hilarious that things keep happening with Wu-Tang Clan.
Things keep happening to the Wu-Tang Clan?
Happening with Wu-Tang Clan in this particular live.
Oh, okay. I love that too. I'm trying to figure out how to make a new. So there, I don't know if y'all have seen this, but we can make gift polls now, where people can give gifts to vote.
Huh.
And this it's just a lot of new stuff. But if you have anything that you want to plug, go ahead.
Not only is Jasmine Sherman not a politician, what the hell is going on? Politician. They are also one of us. Seriously, one of us. Started from the bottom and is like still here on the bottom with us.
Yeah, for real.
Speaking of, BBL Drizzy.
Why? Well, CJ is not here, so somebody has to do it, right? Stacy, I just want to say you're such a great co-host. I don't know how to do even half of what you do. Aw, love that. All right, Springs, you're up next.
Hello, everyone. I would just like to reiterate how important it is and imperative it is that water, food, housing, and in our modern century, internet are human rights. It's not just a commodity, the internet. It is how we connect to each other now in the modern world. Conservatives have made the argument now for several years that Twitter is the modern public square, that it is where normal people go to voice their thoughts, and that it should be accessible to everyone equally. Of course, these sentiments no longer matter when it comes to poor people having access to the same infrastructure. I just want to point out the hypocrisy and the cognitive dissonance of this. Conservative lawmakers are literally operated by their lobbyists and their cruelty. There is no reason to not let these people have internet. Literally, no reason at all. It is a drop in the bucket for them monetarily. They are literally just doing this for cruelty's sake and to satiate their incredibly greedy lobbyists. The same people who sent Baker that message telling them that they can no longer afford the program are the same people who are lobbying so that these programs no longer exist. We have to be incredibly weary of capitalists and their infrastructure and their plans. These people have very little to no compassion for the regular American or the person in the world anywhere. And I rescind my time.
All righty, thank you. All right, Baker, you are next. Oh, I think Baker's just. Oh,
Okay,
go
I
ahead.
was muted. I'm really just new here and I'm soaking up information. enjoy hearing what you guys are talking about. And Springs, thank you for telling me that because, excuse me, the letter I got was from Ameritech. That's our phone company here in Indianapolis. So they're probably supporting them also, from what you're saying.
Well, everybody in Showtime, everybody else is muted because I kept the user
Okay.
control to make sure nobody talks over each other and like everybody says what they want to say. So you can keep talking.
Okay, well, that's all I wanted to say. I'm really just new and just here soaking it up. Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna do wrap up on it. Bam, confirm.
Thank
Right
you.
on.
I appreciate it. That's very
Oh, it's
sweet.
all good. So we're gonna wrap up here because it is my time and it's lunchtime. What do you want to say, Stacey?
Oh, I just wanted to make the connection. Like all of these companies that are gouging us with their prices right now, that's not inflation, it's corporate greed. Like we can't blame the gas prices on the president, right? When the gas companies are making record profits. Like we can't blame the cost of groceries on inflation because we have a lower inflation right now, but we have higher corporate greed. They are trying to make more money off of us to keep their shareholders happy and to keep their CEOs having a new yacht. Like we have to think about this deeper than what we hear or what our parents have told us or how we have had our worldview in regards to our economy and politics. Everything is political. Everything. Every conversation you have. So follow the money and you'll see where the problem is. Go check your telephone or your internet company's profits for last quarter, Baker, and tell me if they have money to give you your internet at a discounted rate or at a free rate. Like, go look at that kind of stuff and then really put your anger where it should be. Thank you, everybody.
Right on. Yeah, TikTok crashed on me again. So, I'm gonna make one of these for my Instagram as well because I'm gonna be going live on Instagram starting in June. I will still be live on TikTok, but TikTok keeps crashing. Like I'm still gonna advocate for TikTok. If we let TikTok get banned, we basically have forfeited our First Amendment right because that TikTok getting banned is allowing the government to punish us for our speech because they want to ban TikTok for the Palestine content on here. So it's still imperative that we advocate to keep TikTok. But I'm not going to be on TikTok as much because it keeps crashing when I host lives. So please go over to my YouTube. And if you would like to give me money and you know that TikTok takes 60%, here's my Cash App and Venmo. And all the videos are on my YouTube, including the ones that get taken down. Sometimes I go live on YouTube as well. So please do all the things with whatever is within your capacity. I've seen more comrades coming in. Hey, Lucy Goosey, I'm about to head out now. But yeah, I'm getting tired of TikTok crashing. So I'm gonna make a more advanced version of this. But right now, here's my YouTube, and also if you want to give me money outside of TikTok, here's my Cash App and Venmo. Y'all go out there and make racists and rapists afraid again, and I'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.